because of how I see your walk going, I'd speak to you about it. I don't hide it. And the reason I speak to you is not because it bothers me. I speak to you so that you can recover yourself and receive a full reward. It's all about you in the presence of the Lord. And it's all about me not having authority, but being a helper assisting you in your joy. That's what Paul says. So as an overseer, we learned last night, an overseer is a pastor, is a shepherd who's pastoring the sheep. He's not there to control and to take authority over people. He's there to care and bring people into the right pasture. The reason that I don't prepare for meetings in a sense of having a curriculum in front of me or an outline is because my continual reflection or position in Jesus for every meeting is, Jesus, thank you for filling me with what you know your people need. And I tell him on a regular basis, Jesus, I don't know what they need. Yeah, I can look into your lives and see where you may be deficient. But you know, how many of you know all of us are deficient in some area? And it's not up to me to decide to deal with your deficiency. Because a lot of our deficiency has to do with our growth. We're not in sin, it's the growth issue. And I'm not the guy that's deciding what you need to grow in. He's the head of the church. And so my position is, Jesus, thank you for inspiring me with the things that your people need. I've told you before, the messenger in Wall Street in any major town rides a bicycle with envelopes in his little tray, and his whole job is to deliver envelopes to various businesses. Now they do it by email, but they used to do it the guy on a bike. That's all he did all day. He rode Wall Street and delivered packages to the places that they were for. And if you ever see a little documentary on how they used to, when you would go to Western Union and you want to, send a message on the wire, you give it to her, she sits down, types it out, it goes to the main office in that town. There's several dozen women at teletypes who are receiving messages as they come in. They type it out. Another woman's walking by, pulls it out, puts it in a tube, sends it up through the vacuum system, and it goes up to the main area, and then they send it out. And they take that message and they put it in an envelope, and then that goes down to the guy on bike or the delivery. Isn't that something? That's how they used to do things. None of those people have any authority. All of those people are just serving the information that comes. They have nothing to do with it. If you got a wire that said, good for you, Tim, you've just inherited $100,000. And that shows up on your door, you don't even hug the messenger. Because he didn't know what was in there. He had no authority to give you $100,000. He's just the messenger. That's me. I'm just the messenger. I carry a message for all of us. And you know what? I listen to my own messages 2 and 3 times because I receive from the word that comes to me, because several of the words, like you heard last night, decisions come and go, desires come and go, inspirations remain. You've never heard me say that before. That was hot off the press. I wrote that down because I heard it for the first time.
Good.
It's you know, it's not something that I pulled out of my quiver. Ah, we'll try this arrow on.
And it helps us look at what is remaining in us. What is it that
Yeah.
we can't seem to get away from?
Yeah.
And it did help even yesterday when we brought Margaret Matende over. Just when you said